afternoon, Commissioner.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for being here with us today. Just wanted to go over a couple things. We've had extensive conversations ranging from Community Investment Act to PA 490 lands, you name it. And I want to thank you and your staff for being as attentive as possible, certainly educating us with a number of issues. I wanted to know if you were aware of a letter that was sent out by Agrimark recently to our area farmers, especially in the northwest corner. We have fourth-generation farmers, we have first-generation farmers. A lot of them belong to that Agrimark co-op, which owns the Cabot and McAdam brands. And there was a sort of a demoralizing letter sent out, and if you could elaborate on that, please, sir.
Well, I'll start by saying that Agrimark is the largest cooperative that services the greatest number of dairy farmers across the state of Connecticut. And with the collapsing prices that dairy farmers are receiving for their milk, the projections have those prices remaining low for a fairly sustained period of time. And within the dairy community across New England and New York, the area that Agrimark services, there are increasing stresses on dairy farm families. And the letter that Agrimark sent to its members was providing a list of services to those farm families, suicide prevention, mental health services, making sure that those farm families were aware in their respective states of the services that their communities make available to them, because there are instances where that the economic reality has taken its toll on individual members of those families.
Thank you for that. I did receive a copy of that letter, and what was even more shocking was what you had mentioned was the notes or advice for suicide prevention. And looking at the forecasted numbers for cost per weight for milk prices next year, we're looking at about just under $16, $15.84. And the cost of production, from what I've heard from my local farmers, is still upwards of $21, $22. And I know within the Community Investment Act, under General Statute 4-66AA, we have the Ag Sustainability Account. And if you could just elaborate on how that is so beneficial and critical to our dairy farmers especially, please.
The Community Investment Act, through the Ag Sustainability Account, provides payments directly to dairy farmers when the blend price for milk falls below the cost of production numbers. The Department of Agriculture has a memorandum of understanding with the University of Connecticut, and they will produce those numbers for the cost of production numbers for the state of Connecticut for the department on a quarterly basis. The dollars that go into the Community Investment Act, the Ag Sustainability Account, are a surcharge that's placed on the filing of documents on the local land records, $10 per document. And the Department of Agriculture, based on the cost of production numbers generated through the university, is then able to make quarterly payments directly to dairy farmers to help them at least get to a level of funding that might sustain those farm operations. I can tell you that dairy farm numbers are dropping rapidly in our sister states throughout the Northeast, and without the state of Connecticut's and this General Assembly's commitment to dairy, our numbers would be dropping much more rapidly than they are.
And I would assure you that what we're doing here, especially with this subcommittee, is trying to look at the overall viability of that account in particular. And when I reference that statute, it does say there is a flat rate of $10 of each fee credited to said account shall be deposited into the agricultural sustainability account. And I've been told by farmers and some members within the immediate farming community that when they do receive these payments, they're no longer divisible by 10. Is there any concern there with that, Commissioner?
Well, the deposit into the account should be divisible by 10, and it isn't. I believe when the deposits are made, that they're made on a percentage basis rather than the exact words of the statute. But we are getting ready to make our next quarterly payment, and that quarterly payment will go out in the next week or so, and it'll be about 65 cents per hundredweight, which is about half of what would be projected to go out if the account were left unmolested.
Okay. Well, I certainly thank you for this follow-up information, Commissioner, and I can assure you the members of this subcommittee will be addressing all of those areas of concern, and I thank you for your time. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.